Hey guys, Happy New Year 2025. So, officially, this is my first vlog of the new year. And I was debating what topic I should, talk about as the first vlog of the year. And I said to myself, why not talk about my experience being interviewed by ABC News Nightline for this documentary that they made entitled Cracks in the Crown Miss Universe in Crisis, which aired on Hulu channel last November, actually a few days after Miss Universe in Mexico City. So, you know what? Okay, well, since people are asking me, Rafa, how did you get that interview? Did I approach you? Did you approach them? What's the story behind it? Well, let me tell you how it started. Back in September 17, September 17, somebody from the ABC News Nightline group called me. Actually, no, they initially emailed me, introducing themselves and whatnot, and they said that they wanted to do a story on Miss Universe and the Miss USA controversy. And when they did a Google search about these two pageants, for some reason it led them to my website, Critical Beauty, and also to my Instagram, Critical Beauty Officials, and also to my YouTube channel, Critical Beauty. So this person who contacted me, she was very very interested in asking me, about my background, how I got interested in pageantry, and why am I doing what I'm doing right now. And I said to myself, you know what? Okay, fine. What do I have to lose? This person seems very professional. She's very nice, and and I could certainly use a little exposure. Okay, it's free publicity, and even if it's bad publicity, it doesn't matter. Every type of publicity is good anyway. So I figured, you know what? Let's take a chance. I want to take a chance. I want to be interviewed by this person, so forth and so on. So we had agreed to make a phone call interview. I think we had like three phone call interviews. The first one was that time when she asked me all sorts of questions about my background and what do I know about the Miss Universe scandals, what do I know about Miss USA, so forth and so on. So I just went on and on. For every question that she asked me, I just gave her any type of answer that she wants to hear, basically. And so when I was in Mexico City for Miss Universe to cover, the pageant for Critical Beauty, um, another representative from ABC News, who is based in Mexico, contacted me, and they said that they want to interview me in person at the hotel, the Intercontinental El Presidente Hotel, where the girls were staying. And it's funny because when this producer called me, I was having my dinner in this really nice continental restaurant, which is like a couple of blocks away from the hotel and also from my Airbnb. So when I was enjoying my dessert, I got a text message from this producer, and she said, Rafa, are you still in Mexico? Because if you are, we want to interview you. And I texted her back and I said, yes, I'm still in Mexico, and I'll be here until the 18th, meaning the next day. And she said, you know what? We would love to interview you in person later today if you're free, and we would like to pick your brain, ask you all these questions about the Miss Universe results. As you know, Denmark had won, and we want to know your opinion, basically about the production, about the controversies surrounding the pageant itself, and of course, maybe Miss USA. So I said, you know what? Okay, fine. What do I have to lose? It's my essentially my last day in Mexico. And I might as well take advantage of this occasion to, to make myself known out there, to the public, to the universe. So after I had my dinner, I went back to my Airbnb, to my hotel. I freshened up a bit and I changed my clothes and whatnot. And then I walked like a few blocks from my Airbnb to the hotel. And I met the producer at around 5:30, 5:45 in the afternoon of November 17th. And she was really very nice, very professional. She greeted me, Rafa, how are you? My name is this and that and that. And then she led me to this room, and there were like two cameras set up. Also, this lighting everywhere, and also, of course, desks and chairs and whatnot. And they sat me right in front of this woman who was the interviewer. And it took me like around 10 minutes to prep myself up, because initially I was sort of like very hesitant and very anxious. And then I was concerned what I would say during this interview. But I was really surprised. I was really surprised at myself, because the entire interview, which lasted for about almost an hour, um, I didn't feel nervous. I didn't feel, conscious of what I was saying. Whatever came out of my mind, I just said it out of the blue, just like that. I didn't hold back in my opinions or in my thoughts. I figured, you know what? If they want a good interview, I'm going to give them a good interview. Okay, worthy to watch over and over and over again. So that's exactly what I gave them. So when the finished product was broadcasted on Hulu channel, a few days after Miss Universe, I was just surprised, because they only showed like less than 3 minutes of my interview. They only picked snippets of what they thought would be the most interesting or the most eye-catching, for the documentary. But I was really surprised, because they interviewed me for almost an hour and they only showed 3 minutes of my clips. But you know what? Who cares? It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that I was able to say exactly what I felt about the production of Miss Universe, what I thought about the winner, and then they asked me questions about the leaders, the executives, specifically Anne Jacker Jutatip and Osmel Sosa. As you know, Anne is the CEO of Miss Universe, and Osmel is the president advisor. So, if you had seen their video, the two of them checking out the headshots of the Miss Universe contestants on Anne's laptop, and they were basically judging their looks. That became very controversial and very viral, and they talked about that as well. And so, if you haven't seen the full documentary, I recommend that you go to Hulu and watch it. It's called "Cracks in the Crown: Miss Universe in Crisis?" Question mark. And they interviewed not only me, but also they interviewed other people associated with pageantry, like another pageant coach, a former executive of Miss USA, two former business partners of Raul Rocha Cantu, who is the Mexican president of Miss Universe and whatnot. So yeah, go check it out. It's still available for viewing, uh, and you don't want to miss it. So go ahead and watch it, and let me know. Let me know what you think of what I said and of the entire documentary in general. So anyway, so they put me in this room with all the cameras and all the lightings and whatnot, and I just went on and on and on and on. They asked me all these questions. Everything, all the entire interview took just one take. There were no two takes, three takes, just one take. To me, it just felt so natural. I just said everything that came out of my mind. I didn't hesitate. I did not even, I was just being myself. What you see on my critical beauty vlogs, that's exactly the same thing you would see me if you had seen the interview. I was just being myself. I was very honest. I was very blatantly, actually truthful and frank. And I think they appreciated that, the fact that I did not make up stories, that I did not fabricate stuff, because basically everything revolved around what I had witnessed during the production of Miss Universe on November 17th. Also, when they asked me questions about Miss USA, the Miss USA scandal, I told them, it's sad that both Noelia, Miss USA, and Uma, Sophia, the Miss Teen USA, both resigned. I really couldn't comment on the two of them, because I personally don't know them, and I wasn't there when their allegations against Layla Rose, the president of Miss USA, occurred. So I really couldn't comment much. But I did sort of like defend Layla, because, as you know, she and I are friends, and of course, naturally, you're not going to say anything bad about a friend of yours on public television, for the world to watch. because if you do that, then you're not really a good friend, are you? So anyway, I basically said that Layla is one of the most gracious, the most kind, most compassionate, the most empathetic person that I've ever met. And people are free to believe whatever they read on the news or on social media. That's their prerogative. That's their business. But you know, they don't know the whole story, and I don't know the whole story. Okay, I can only share my experience, going to Miss USA when I covered the pageant for Critical Beauty, when I met with Layla, the fact that she was very gracious and very nice to me and whatnot. So that I could talk about. So whatever anybody else felt about Layla, you know, fine. I could care less, really. I mean, if that's their experience, that's fine. Anyway, so I what I've learned from this interview was that it's okay. It's okay not to hide anything. It's okay to be truthful and honest about what you think about Miss Universe organization, about the show, about the production. And I love that Miss Denmark won because she has always been my favorite from the very beginning, and I appreciate that. Finally, another European, another blonde, has won Miss Universe, because it's been 20 years since a blonde has won. So I was very, very happy. And she was also my choice for the Miss Critical Beauty Universe Award. I actually made a sash to give to her, hopefully to give to her, when I was in Mexico City. But unfortunately, that didn't happen because I never got the chance to see Victoria, Miss Universe, Miss Universe, in person right after the pageant. So maybe when I see her in person again next year, I'll give it to her. Anyway, so that was my experience with the ABC News Hotline um, interview that was showed on Hulu, and it was probably one of the highlights of my career as a pageant connoisseur, as a pageant expert, and whatnot. So I finally made it on national TV. Actually, no, on global TV, because a lot of people outside the United States also saw the documentary. So I was very, very happy with that. Anyway, that's it. So if you saw the documentary, what did you think of it? Do you agree with how the documentary was produced or how it was written? How it was scripted? Do you think it was 100% objective? Do you think it favored one uh, interpretation over another? Let me know in the comment section below. All right. But you know what the best part of making the documentary was? I got to have the last word. I really hope that Anne, Raul, Osman listen to the fans, okay, who are frustrated and disappointed by this whole travesty. As long as there are people who love pageants, there's a market for pageantry, there will always be pageants.
But Rafa does have a personal message for Anne, who he says blocked him on her Instagram account.
And if you're watching this interview, please unblock me. Oh, by the way, that scene of me sitting in a chair, that wasn't my idea. It was actually the producer's idea. She had given instructions to the camera guys, there were three of them, to take different scenes of me within the confines of the hotel, one of which included sitting in a chair and pretending as if I was checking my social media. So, anyway, that wasn't my idea. Not only that, but they instructed me to walk all over the hotel while they recorded me walking, and they also recorded a close up of my 2 feet actually walking, and they took a shot of me from the back and also the front as if I were approaching them. So none of these videos after actually made the documentary, but I was happy to be able to burn at least 150 calories just by walking. Anyway, so 2025, listen, it's going to be another exciting year, I think. If 2024 was filled with drama and scandals and controversies, I cannot imagine what 2025 would be like. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be better, worse, or just as bad, or just as good as 2024? Comment below. Let me know. And if there's something else that you want me to do for my channel, as far as material or content goes, please let me know. If you want me to do something different, something unique, something that nobody else has done before, comment below, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to consider it. And hopefully, we'll uh, we'll get realized and will get realized just for you. Okay, what else can I say? I think that's about it. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for all your love and support and your loyalty. To you've been with me since day one, since this channel started, I believe in May 2019. Oh my God, 6 years ago. Can you believe it? I mean, when I first launched my channel, I only had like 5 or 10 original subscribers, and now it's like over 10,000, 125, I think, subscribers. And please continue, help me grow, like, share, comment, and please do anything in your power to help our channel, our community grow. This is really your channel. It's not my channel. It's actually yours. Okay. I'm here merely to represent what you think or what you believe in, what you feel, and so please feel free to share this vlog, and please feel free to invite other people to follow and subscribe to your channel. Okay. So again, have a happy new year. I wish you all the best. May this new year bring you all happiness, love, joy, good health, which is very, very important, and of course, happiness and prosperity. Okay? So I will see you soon. I love you all.